Hey guys, happy Friday to everyone. I'm sorry I haven't been making many videos this week. It's been a bit of a hectic one, but I wanted to share a few things with you. Now, I was on a Zoom call with some Canadian people this morning, and they asked me, because they actually see Australia as a really successful pushback globally. Actually, they're looking at Australia for ways to push back in their own countries. And they asked me, what is the most successful thing that you've done? What has provided the most impact? And I didn't even have to think for a second. It's the community groups, without a doubt. Now, it's also the thing that you can least measure, okay? So I don't know what's going on in these community groups a lot of the time. I mean, I get reports sometimes, but I've heard stories of people surprising people on their birthdays because they have no family, inviting them for Christmas dinner. There's actually a choir that's been established through the community groups, and they sent me a song just for me the other day. I got a book with like 300 or 200 to 300 quotes from people thanking RDA for bringing together their community groups so that they can meet like-minded people and not feel so alone. The thing about the community groups is it's impossible to measure the impact of bringing like-minded people together, because when you're together, that's when ideas flow. That's when encouragement, inspiration, it's so powerful. And I think they know that. And actually, that's when the government started really coming down on me, when these community groups started being successful. Because if you're a high level, if you understand the psychological science behind humanity, alienating people is the easiest way to divide and conquer. So if we can keep coming together, even if we don't feel like it sometimes, that is extremely powerful, because it keeps you energized, it keeps you positive, So anyway, I'm going to put the link to the community groups in the description of this video. So you can create a community group, right? And it's super easy. It might sound like it's really hard, but it's not. All you do is you fill out the form. My staff will get that information. Then in 2 weeks' time, make a time and a date in a park somewhere, right? Then we will send out the invite to just your area. So we can segregate our database into postcodes, right? So we send an email to your local area and tell them at 2:00 on Saturday, the X date, in this park, go there and create a group. And that's it, guys. We've never had a fail. Okay, usually 20, 30, sometimes 50 people turn up. So if you think you've got the ability to inspire people, even a small group of people, create a community group, and if there's already one in your area, then you can just join one, or you can splinter the group because maybe there's too many people. Some groups have over 300 people in them and they've had to divide into different groups. So you can either make a group, you can join a group, right? Or you can go on a waiting list waiting for a group to be established in your area. We have over 100 groups, guys, and we meet on a weekly basis on Zoom, but you have the control to do whatever you want with your groups. Like, if you make a group and you decide to go this way and that way, that's fine. I don't really care. I just want to bring people together, and I have the database, you have the time and the passion. So together, it's like a perfect team. So go check it out. There's got nothing to lose, right? Secondly, I want to give you an update on the federal election campaign. So it's coming together really well. We've got like 800 volunteers now around the country. We have a survey that is extremely in-depth that we're about to send to all the candidates in Australia. And it's really going to show very clearly who's on our side and who is not. There is literally no hiding in this survey. And because it's so in-depth, I actually don't think that many candidates will fill it in. And that's okay, because the ones who do are going to really be on our side. So as long as we have one per electorate, I'm going to be really happy with that. That survey is going to come out really soon. I've had a lot of consultation with really intelligent people to try and get this survey to where it is. We have state coordinators in every state now. We have dozens of team leaders. Of course, we want 151 team leaders, one for each electorate. We're starting to hold Zoom meetings with team leaders and coordinators and so forth like that. So if you want to get involved, just sign up your name. And even if you can't come to all the Zoom meetings or you can't get involved in everything, maybe you can only help on polling day, that's fine. just put in your details and we'll communicate with you along the way, and you can just jump in whenever you're ready. It's all being organized really well so that I don't have to do everything myself, which is great. So there's a proper structure. There's me and a few other ladies at the top, and then there's state coordinators, and then there's team leaders, and then there's foot soldiers or volunteers. And we're going to have so many tools for you to get onboarded. And the most exciting tool is we have a 5-day education program coming up soon, and it's really going to put fire in your bellies to get involved. And then we're going to have some specialized training after that as well, to help you to become an influencer, or help you to learn more about how to vote so that you can talk to other people about it. We're going to have training on how to approach people, online stuff, videos, live streams. We're going to help you with all of it. It's going to be amazing. So sign your name to that volunteer form, and we'll just keep you updated. And you don't have to reply if you can't help. You don't have to get involved if that's not your thing, but just keep reading the emails and you'll get it. Now, the emails are going to come from myvc@reignitedemocracyaustralia.com.au. So that's make your vote count at reignitedemocracyaustralia.com.au. We also have a Facebook page for Make Your Vote Count as well, which is MYVCAUST. So you can find that there. And we're going to create groups for every electorate. It's going to be intense, guys. It's been busy, but we're getting there, and I'm really, really excited about it. So, hey, join a community group, get involved in the volunteering. The thing I'm concerned about is that there seems to be a lull of encouragement because, there's hardly any restrictions. People have learnt to live with the mandates, or they found a way around it, or something like that. And everyone's just kind of like, oh yeah, the news isn't talking about the virus anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, digital ID system's going to come in. The economic situation is going to collapse. The World Health Organization have a treaty, and they want to bring in worldwide pandemic legislation. Okay, we are stuffed if that happens. It's supposed to come into effect in 2024. So although it seems like you can take your foot off the brakes a little bit, you can't, because this is a tactic. It's actually a brainwashing tactic to, like, imagine, you strangle someone a little bit and then you let go, and then you strangle them a bit harder, and then you let go, and then you strangle them even harder and you let go. We're in the let go moment at the moment. So don't be convinced that this is over. It's not over. It's okay to have a break. It's okay to have a good time once in a while. It's okay to forget about the problems for a little bit. But this isn't over. This has only begun, and they want to roll out what they want to roll out, no matter. They're going to keep going, and we're going to keep going back. We're going to keep fighting back. But, if we let our foot off the brakes, then it's going to make it a lot easier for them to bring this sort of stuff in. So we're not going to let that happen. I'm going to keep reminding you to not take your foot off the brake, okay? And we're just going to get there. It's going to be good. I mean, look, you can see in my face, I'm tired. I actually had a 3-hour siesta on the couch earlier today because I was so tired, and I'm pale. I need to get out in the sun. I mean, I'm not wearing any makeup, so that doesn't help. But I don't wear makeup unless I absolutely have to be honest. But anyway, so I get it. We're all a bit tired, but tyranny doesn't stop for tired people, guys. It really doesn't. So we're on it. See you guys.